So the process to return to self, to return to the very essential nature of the essence of what we are, is to return to awareness. And we practice this, which is the total natural path to always returning to the awareness of being awareness itself. It's the invocation, it's the invitation. We take a deep breath, and as we breathe in, we invite God's memory, our Holy Spirit memory, the memory of God's Holy Spirit as our shared being, into our present, eternal here now awareness. And we simply ask the question which is the answer to the command that the Christ mind has given us, that Jesus brought through, infused with the memory of God, Christ mind. And he gave us an instruction: be thyself knowingly. To thyself be totally true. Know thyself with total certainty, total clarity. And so when we invoke the I am presence, we're invoking the memory of God, God's Holy Spirit in us, to bring us into the awareness of being that I am. It's the memory for I am that I am. And what we're really stating in I am that I am is we're stating we are the extension of God's eternal loving essence, abiding as spirit in God's spirit, as one, eternally, now, in peace, peace which extends through us and becomes our shared being, our shared joyous being, in the acceptance of everything that is, that everything we look upon, feel, sense, and touch, which are misperceived sensations and perceptions of our misperceiving mind, return to the awareness here now. I am that I am, and all that I look upon, I accept as myself, and they offer myself lovingly to everything I look upon. Because until I love that which I've misperceived and created in my misperception, I cannot know myself. Because to know myself, I have to know myself as love, as the love of God, as that which is the eternal peace, the joy, the love, which is the kingdom. And so, as I take a deep breath and I inhale, I simply say, am I aware? And we respond to the question that we have asked of ourself, our holy self, our holy Son of God self. Am I aware? I answer, I am. And let's remain there. Take a deep breath. Ask the question again. Close your eyes. Inhale. Invite the memory of God in you to return to your awareness. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Am I aware? Let's take another deep breath in. Feel the presence of the awareness center in the self. Bring it into your center, centered in the self. And the silent reply comes, I am. Let's take another deep breath as we settle into this present moment in the eternal now. Am I aware? Breathe in. Breathe out. I am. And we remain in silent awareness. The silence is awareness. The silence is the collapsing of space and time. We take another deep breath in. Hold it for a second. Am I aware? We exhale. I am. Centered in the self, centered in the awareness. Take a deep breath in. Invite the memory of our true self into our awareness. Breathe in. Breathe out. I am that I am. Centered in the awareness, we experience ourself as that which is peace. When we invite memory, our highest memory, to return to us, the invitation is another way of saying the law of attention, law of attraction, law of reciprocity. I've invited, it immediately returns to that which it is, yourself. So when you invite the awareness of awareness to return, it simply returns. And since there's no object, you're just asking silence to return to itself. The mind goes instantly quiet, and the minute thought subsides, the awareness of the peace that's always been there rises to the surface, rises to awareness. And we call the cessation of thought and the rising of our essential nature to the surface, we call that peace. The moment thought ceases to preoccupy our attention, the awareness that is always there returns to the awareness that is always there. And as we abide silently in the awareness bubbles to the surface into awareness again. So the awareness returns to awareness itself. So simply by asking the question, am I aware, which is answering to self the ultimate question, be thyself, the instruction that we're given by the Christ mind, be thyself knowingly. We become ourself knowingly. We return to that which we've always been knowingly by simply saying, am I aware of that I am? So am I aware? Caesar's thought. Now we abide in that. And now you have to abide in vigilance. So in that time that you're abiding in awareness, if any thought appears, you simply say, to whom is this thought appearing? Because I'm the awareness of awareness. I didn't think this thought. Where did this thought come from? This thought doesn't come from that which I am. And if that which I am is the only permanence of awareness, is the only permanence of being, thought can't be real. And so what is coming into my awareness to dissolve my awareness and draw me into, through attention into it, isn't real. And therefore, no thank you. We're not here to destroy thought. We're not here to stop thought from appearing in our awareness. And often we think we're here to stop ourselves from thinking. You're not thinking. You are pure awareness. Thought appears, you engage with thought, and now you think you're thinking because you're engaging with the thought. All thoughts only appear for two specific reasons: to drag the past into the present, or to drag the past into the present projected into the future. And therefore, all thought is designed to make you feel bad. We then misperceive inspiration as ideas that could go into doing something now or going into the future. An idea that is inspired is very different to a thought that drags the past into the present or projects the future from the present into the unknown. And so we think that our inspirational ideas are the same as thoughts. They're not. Inspired idea comes from self in order for this awareness to follow its most natural path. And because ideas come in the form of inspiration and we follow them, and they often lead to wonderful experiences, we confuse them with all thoughts. And therefore we think thought and idea is the same thing. Idea is inspiration filtered through awareness as an activity to be followed and done. Don't mistake it with thought, past, brought into the present, projected into the future. Two very different things. So what we want to do now is we want to return to that silent, blissful, present awareness. And in order to do that, we need to become aware of awareness itself and create this shield, this imaginary shield in which awareness is all pervading and it reaches to infinity, and therefore nothing can enter it because it's forever extending, and therefore no thought can enter, because for that which forever extends has no space for thought. And this is what I want to take you into the next session.